The world loves to watch a blockbuster film from time to time, but few people notice the amount of work put into movies. Months of effort, all cut down into an hour's work of art. On August the 27th, 1955, in a home in Hyannis, Massachusetts, a unique and talented boy was born, one that was to become one of the greatest American cinematographers of all time. That is Robert Richardson. He was passionate about film and photography from a young age, which led to him attending film school. He graduated from Rhode Island School of Design with a degree in film and received his master's degree in fine arts from the AFI Conservatory. Shortly after this, he began working as a photographer and camera operator. He began assisting on feature films and was present during the making of Reaper Man, Making the Grade and Nightmare on Elm Street, all in 1984. At the same time, he was working on documentaries for Disney Channel and God's Peace for the BBC. Between 1985 and 1988, he was director of photography on Salvador, which Oliver Stone hired him to do after noticing his filmmaking style. He also was director of photography on Platoon, Wall Street, 8 Men Out, and Talk Radio. He also won big awards such as a CWA New Blood Dagger, Independent Spirit Award for Best Cinematography, and Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in that year gap. These awards made big changes to his life overnight, opening lots of new work opportunities and professional contacts. He went on to become a member of the American Society of Cinematographers in 1992. This is when he started to develop his trademark skills. For example, the single key light on top of people to create a pool of light, also known as a halo. His whip pan camera movement, which complemented action shots and added humour to comedic shots. He got very talented with artificial light. He started using spotlights to create the moon. He used tungsten balanced Kodak film and backlights to single out the character from the background and surroundings. He also used highly saturated earthy tones in his pieces, such as *Inglourious Bastard* and *Django Unchained*. Between 1993 and 2008, he was director of photography on several films, including *Heaven and Earth*, *Natural Born Killers*, *Casino in Nixon*, *Wag the Dog*, *The Horse Whisperer*, *U-Turn*, *Fast, Cheap and Out of Control*, *Snow Falling on Cedars*, *Bringing Out the Dead*, *The Four Feathers*, *Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, *The Good Shepherd*, and *Shine a Light*. He was very well known by this time, and would be working on films all the time, sometimes more than one at a time. He won Oscars for JFK in 1992, The Aviator in 2005, and Hugo in 2012. This led to him becoming a regular director of photography for the famous American director Quentin Tarantino for some big movies like Kill Bill, *Inglourious Basterds*, *Django Unchained*, *Once Upon a Time in Hollywood*, and *Natural Born Killers*. Robert Richardson is now best known for his work with Tarantino. This is because of his trademark lighting techniques, his incredibly smooth camera movements, and for the eye-catching aesthetics he gets by filming on film stocks and Panavision and Arri cameras. In 2010, he was director of photography on Shutter Island, directed by Martin Scorsese, one of his long-lasting relationships that formed his career. In Shutter Island, he used a series of lighting techniques to create a unique feel of paranoia and enigma, which is different from the work that he usually did. The lighting, colour, and texture all contributed to the blurring and reality of hallucination. He also used his camera shots to create the effect that the film is a journey within one man's mind. He used his preferred usual tungsten balanced Kodachrome film stock to create a retro 1950s effect. It was very vibrant and created the effect of a dream. In 2013, he worked as director of photography in a zombie film called World War Z, directed by Mark Forster. However, Robert had to call off early on this project due to having to work on the Tarantino film, The Hateful Eight. When he left World War Z, he asked for his name to be removed from the credits at the end, and the credited cinematographer was instead Ben Saracen. This shows Robert's dedication to his relationship he had formed with Tarantino, and that they worked very closely and seriously together. Robert Richardson then went on to work on 2 other films with famous directors, Ben Affleck on Live by Night in 2016, and Quentin Tarantino on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2019. These were very big films for him, and he started gaining serious exposure online from these, by having interviews done to getting whole documentaries written about everything he has ever done in the film industry. Currently we haven't had much from him, but we know that he is working on the new Venom Let There Be Carnage film by Andy Serkis and Don't Look Up by Adam McKay. Both films are now in the post-production stage. His career still lives today and will unlikely die until he does. He is one of the most talented and unique directors of photography out there, and it would not be surprising if his legacy continued on by his children.